Hey guys, Comic Uno, and this is a continuation to my questions and answer time for the second question and answer time I've ever done, and this is a continuation to it. I was actually in the middle of someone's question when I had my other part one video, so I answered one of his questions and he had more questions. So there are many more questions, and thank you guys for sending your questions. I really do appreciate that. But let's answer these questions. The only reason I had to cut the other video was because to edit it has to be less than 10 minutes to put the video up on YouTube. So that's why. But let's get to your guys' questions. That way I don't have to make a part 3. So the second question from Unlimited Production 1 was, who is your favorite character to write in Motherverses? If you guys don't know, Motherverse is my other YouTube channel, which me and my brother work really hard to do. Every week we do a webisode about, Tammy, Grandma, Mulligan, Chloe, and Jason. So who's my favorite character to write? And again, me and my brother both write the show, so it's not just me writing the show. But for me, I don't think writing it is like, when you're writing it, it's like, oh yeah, we got the lines and stuff, but like when you're acting is like, oh, this is definitely my favorite part, this is my favorite part this character did when I'm acting it, and not really when I'm writing it. Like when I'm writing it, alright, we got the story, but like I think that character shines when when I'm actually acting as the character. But my favorite maybe character to act is definitely Grandma. I'm sorry, but she's hilarious, and I feel like it's in Mulligan, because a lot of stuff also is improv, some of this stuff. So like, oh, I'll have like a line, but then I'll say, oh, like this, something that Grandma would say or something Mulligan would say, and then like kind of add that, because it's like the story, like when you're saying the line, it kind of adds stuff to it, and that's why I feel like that's when the character shines. Next question from Unlimited Production 1 is, if there was one superhero you would write for, who would it be? There's actually 3, I would say. One, Stephanie Brown. I would love to write for her. Even though I'm like I don't know if I would be able to write a comic book, but if I could, definitely Stephanie Brown. Second, Spider-Girl. I definitely have ideas for a Spider-Girl comic book. Definitely have a lot of ideas for that, because like I know those characters backwards and forwards. Also Cyclops, because I feel like he's written really badly and I hate his character, but maybe he'd be a better character if, his assholeness became a villain instead and stopped being a hero. I think changing his character a villain, I think he would be a little bit more tolerable. In my opinion, that's how I would write him. I would love to see Cyclops as a villain. Next question is, from the same person, how would you end the current season of Young Justice? Be as creative as possible. This may be a hard one. This is a hard one. Greg Wiseman and all of them, they do a good job and just blow our minds, especially, the first episode of season 2, that definitely blew every Young Justice mind. But what I would like to see, maybe go back to season 1, see what happened in the middle for season 3, maybe some couple episodes for that. Maybe somehow bring those characters we had with season 2 and go back to the season 1 time, or maybe go to the future where we see all that, but bring the characters we know and love and bring them to the future and see that devastated world. That could be interesting. And I know they want to do more time skips, so bring those characters that are developed and that we love to that time period, either back to season 1 or that time period where Impulse came from. So that could be interesting. Next question is from the same person. Favorite character that debuted in season 2 Young Justice. 3 characters I was very excited for, which I feel like we haven't seen shine yet, so I can't say they're my favorite, are Wonder Girl, Batgirl, and Tim Drake. Those are 3 characters I was totally excited for, because they are characters I are waiting to see in Young Justice and also really love in the comic books. But one character I feel like that's really shined in season 2 that I really liked, that I didn't like in the comic books, or, really had that much interest is definitely Beast Boy. I think he really shines in this, and just his relationship, sister and brother relationship he has with Miss Martian. I love it. And episode 2, I think it was, that episode really shined and made me really like his character. So I think that answers the question. Next is from the same person. Do you have a favorite comic book story arc, even a comic? If so, why? I think you guys know my favorite comic book is Spider-Girl. And I can't think of a favorite story arc, but definitely I just really love that comic book. And like I said, I read that comic book billions of times. So that's my favorite comic book. Next is another question from Darth Hawkeye 22. His first question is, why are you so awesome? I never knew I was awesome. Thank you for telling me. Thank you. I think every comic book fan is awesome, so that's why I'm so awesome, because I'm a comic book fan. So every comic book fan, we're awesome people. Alright, so, I don't know. You know, next question is number 2. Thoughts on Minim Carnage? Same question. Same person, Darth Hawkeye 22. Thoughts on Minim Carnage? We heard a little bit of this from Comic-Con. You know, we're gonna get to see Scarlet Spider and, Venom. So, I'm pretty excited for that, I guess, because I'm a big Scarlet Spider fan, especially with Kane. That's what I'm excited for Minim Carnage. Other than that, I feel like we don't know much about it, but I'm excited. I think it should be interesting. Next is favorite Batman story. There's a ton of Batman stories out there, but going with Killing Joke. I love that story. It changes a lot of things, and it just shows the Joker is that crazy, and that's why I really like that story. Next is, which movie are you most excited to see? Captain America, The Winter Soldier, Thor, The Dark World, Iron Man 3, Ant-Man, or Guardians of the Galaxy, and why? A movie I'm not totally excited for and a little skeptical on is Thor and Guardians of the Galaxy. Thor, because I'm just never really been a big fan of Thor. I didn't really love the first movie. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it like everyone else did. So I'm not totally excited for the second one, but maybe Loki, if he's in it. He was awesome in Avengers, so maybe I like it. And Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm not a big cosmic comic book fan, so I'm not sure about that movie. But 2 movies I'm really excited for is Ant-Man, because I think it should be awesome to introduce that character, because he was the first Avenger in the real comic book team, and maybe see Wasp if she makes an appearance. I think those are 2 characters that would be a great addition to the Avengers, and really I want to see his story, you know, so I think that should be interesting. And also Iron Man 3. Iron Man 1 was awesome, one of my favorite movies. Iron Man 2, you know, is okay. Not as good as Iron Man 1 was, but it's still a good movie. And then Iron Man 3, I'm just totally excited for, especially the rumors we're hearing, oh, you know, Pepper might be rescued, and, like, who knows what's actually going to happen in this movie. So I think the anticipation, like, what's going to happen, the trailer, that's what I'm pretty excited for. I think there might be a part 3 in this question and answer time. And another question is, do you like Star Wars? If so, what is your favorite episode? I gotta say, I never really watched Star Wars that much. I saw a little bit of the first movie, you know, back in the 70s. I saw the third one, Revenge of the Sith. I saw the whole thing, and I thought it was pretty good. That's the only one I saw, so I'm gonna go with Revenge of the Sith. Next is from 7 Beetle of Doom. I might not be able to get through all his questions. If not, it's going to be in part 3. Can't believe I have part 3, but I guess you guys like this question and answer segment, and thank you for giving me you guys questions. First one is from 7 Beetle of Doom. Would it personally surprise you if Marvel Now will turn out to be a New 52 style reboot in disguise? No. I mean, I feel like they wouldn't even, I don't think they would have even done Marvel Now. There was no New 52, so I feel like, yeah, they're like, oh, look at New 52, they're so good, they're making a lot of money, let's make Marvel Now, and I feel like that's why they did it. I mean, not saying that's gonna be bad, maybe they do have a lot of ideas for it, but it is a New 52 in disguise, except one thing that makes it different is that it doesn't change continuity, and that's what makes it different, so obviously, I still think it's a New 52 version for Marvel. Next question is, from the same person, what kind of tone would you like to see in the Justice League Batman movie reboot to be? I still want a dark tone, I still do, but maybe definitely make changes. If you're making a reboot, don't make it the Christopher Nolan movies. Christopher Nolan movies, you know, they concentrated on fear. I think maybe concentrate on, like, the Bat family. I think that could be a little awesome. Like, bring Batgirl in, bring Robin in, bring, obviously, Batman. Bring Batwoman in, bring Huntress in, bring Batwing. He's in the New 52. Just bring all of them. Bring Jason Todd, bring Damian. Just bring all these people into the movie, and I think a Bat family movie could be awesome, you know. I will continue 7 Beetle of Doom's questions in my part 3 video, so go click on part 3 to continue this question and answer time. This is Comic Uno. Bye, guys.